Hey guys, back again for some more makeup today because I just can't help myself. I love to play with makeup, and I was thinking to myself, like, I have like a folder of stuff on Pinterest that's just like looks I want to try this year, and some of the top looks are like really crazy, really colorful looks because I just want to have fun with makeup. And I don't know, like in my everyday life I can't always do like crazy exotic colors like when I go to work and stuff, so I find it so much fun to just sit down and play with makeup, and I really just want to do it more because it makes me really happy. So I was thinking to myself, what do I want to sit down and do today? I have a whole afternoon to do productive things, so I'm doing this. But then I realized it is June. June is Pride Month, obviously. Happy Pride Month to everyone. So one of the top looks that I've been wanting to do is a rainbow, just like literally just like blocks of color on each eye. Each eye is different. One eye is like the cool eye, one eye is the warm eye, and I love the two different like eye look. I think that is so cool, and I've been wanting to do that. So I figured now is the perfect time to do a rainbow eye look because it's Pride Month, duh. So I'm filming this like halfway through June. We'll see how long it takes me to edit it. Fingers crossed that I edit it while it's still June, or else this entire intro is not going to make any sense. That's pretty much my life. So I should probably get into this video. It's probably going to be a longer one. I was going back and forth on whether I wanted to just show you the eyes or if I wanted to go ahead and show you the rest of my makeup. And I like doing my makeup. I'm going to do my whole face, so I'm just going to go ahead and show you my entire face of makeup. I do already have my brows done, but I am going to put gel on top of them at the end to make them a little darker. Thank you for watching this video. If you don't make it through the whole video, thanks for stopping in. So the last time we spoke, I did not have any eye primer. I still do not have any eye primer, so I'm using the realllllly Cushion Foundation for no other reason than it just works really well on my particular eyelid. We are going to do, obviously, the eyes first because we are going to be doing a lot of colors and things. I don't want to do my face makeup and then end up having rainbow down my cheeks, although that could be cool, but not if, you know, that's not what you're going for. Also, I apologize. I realized in my last video just how much sound my camera picks up. My camera is really good, and it picks up every little weird sound that my cats make, so I'm really sorry about that. I could shut them out of this room, but two things would happen. They would just mess with the door the whole time and make more noise, and it would get really hot in here, and I would be sweaty and gross, and that's not cute. So I apologize. We're just going to have to deal with weird cat sounds. I'm putting white eyeshadow. This is Glucose from the Jeffree Star Blood Sugar palette. And I'm just putting that all over my lid. And I'm putting it on pretty heavy because this is going to help. And I think I said this in the last video too, but in case you didn't watch the last video, of course. The white eyeshadow helps to make the rest of your colors like stand out. It also helps to keep the eyeshadow on there. So I'm going to zoom us in a minute here, but I do kind of want to tell you what my idea is because I'm going to obviously speed up a lot of this. So I think it would be easier for me to tell you what my plan is and then kind of go in with each eye. I'm going to do 3 colors per eye, so I'm going to do red, orange, and yellow on my left eye, and I'm going to do red on the outside, yellow on the inside, orange in the middle. And then on the right eye, we're going to do we're going to do green, blue, and then purple on the inside of my eye. Since we have yellow on the inside of this eye, those complement each other. That's what we're going with. Okay, so I'm going to start out on the warm eye, and for my warm eye, I'm going in with the Jeffree Star Blood Sugar palette. Of course, anyone who's heard me talk at all probably knows I'm obsessed with this. So I am going to start out with this prick color mixed with these two colors because I want to get like a really nice red. I guess I'll tell you the names. I'm using Prick, Cherry Soda, and Blood Sugar for my red. I also apologize if the camera's ever out of focus. I noticed it does go out of focus sometimes when I'm like back further. I apologize. I can't see the screen very well, and I'm trying to remember not to look at the screen too much also, so you know. Oh, I'm so dumb. I always forget something when I do these videos. I am first going to put down a blending color, or like a base color, you know, other than the white. So I'm going to go into androgyny, and I'm going to grab Safe Word, which this is pretty much the same color I always use for this. And I am going to blend this up pretty high because I'm planning on bringing the colors up higher than I normally would. Now, I do have a picture for inspiration I am going to put up. I'm not like going to look at it or glance at it. I'm not trying to completely recreate it or anything, but there was a photo that gave me this idea, and I found it on Pinterest, so I will put that up on the screen for you guys. And I don't know where this picture came from, but full credit to whoever this is. This look is awesome. I love it. It's totally what gave me the inspiration. Okay, so here's what I did with the first color. Wrong way. We're going to zoom way in here. So I just kind of blended it on the first half. Now I'm keeping it more towards the outer third because orange is going in the middle. But I also want to blend it over so I can, like, you know, blend them together. And I do kind of want to darken it up. But I am going to go ahead and add orange into the mix now too. So I have a couple of options for orange. I have the Naked Heat, or Urban Decay Naked Heat palette. And these don't have names, but I do have a couple different, like, orangey toned colors. I have a light orange from Jeffree Star too that I might try to throw like in the top. A lot of these I'm using multiple colors because I don't have exactly the color that I want, which is so annoying, but whatever. I'm not going to let that hold me back one bit. Also, if you notice, I'm using the same brush for all of these colors, or at least for these two colors. I don't know if I'm going to continue to use the same brush. I am wiping it off in between. Thank you for your concerns. I'm not gross. I just really like this shape of this brush. It works really nice. So, okay, so now I'm going to do the orange and lay that in the middle and kind of blend it out. I'm going to blend it a little over to where the yellow is going to be. I'm also going to blend it over to where the red is, and then I might put some more red in. That's kind of what blending colors together, especially, I mean, blending any eyeshadow is. You're just mixing the colors together, so you do go back and forth a lot, and I feel like a lot of people think, or like a lot of people that don't do makeup a lot, I feel like they think that you just kind of put it on, blend it once, and then like you're done. But there's a lot of back and forth involved with it, let me tell you. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit disappointed in the orange. I really wish I had like a neon bright orange, but I don't. So we're working with what I have. And this is, I think, as orange as I'm going to be able to get it, which is so disappointing, but that's okay. It's alright. We're now going to go into yellow, and I'm going to do that on the inner corner, and I'm really excited because I'm using the Thirsty palette from Jeffree Star for this. And I'm going to go into Quench down here. Okay, so nobody's surprised, but I've been talking to the camera for like 5 minutes and no one's been here. So I'm not sure where it cut off, but this is where we ended with this eye. We put some gold on the inner corner. I'm not totally happy with it. I think I could do better if I had a better orange, and honestly, if I had more of the colors I'm looking for. Like, it's not that the colors that I have aren't good, it's just they're not the exact colors I'm trying to get. But I do like what I did. I do think it's pretty cool, and I think it'll look cool to have the other eye, which is going to be, you know, totally different. So, I said earlier that we were going to do purple on the inside, but then I realized that made no sense because the rainbow is red, orange, yellow, green, not purple. So we're going to do green on the inside, which means we're going to do purple on the outside. So we're going to start there. Okay, so we're gonna go back into Jeffree Star's Blood Sugar palette, and I'm going to start with Root Canal, which is this really bright purple color right here. Brush all the time. I'm just using like a flat brush for this one. I'm not going to use that same brush that I was using because it is all like warm tones, so I don't really want to carry it over to this side. So here's the initial purple. I think I am going to go back in, you know, obviously after I've blended and stuff. But I am going to go in now to the Jeffree Star Thirsty palette again, and we're going to use Submerge for our blue. I do not know what my problem is today, but today is a struggle. Okay, that blue is really not going on great either. And again, it's because I don't have like a bright electric blue, and that's what I need. Oh, I need like a neon palette. That's what I needed. Maybe I just bit off a little more than I could chew today, but we're going to keep going because I'm not a quitter. And we got this far. The blue is not great. It's not my fave. I'm kind of playing with the idea of just going back through and putting shimmers on all of these, because I have a shimmers palette, guys, that has basically every color of the rainbow. And let's see, does it have orange? No, I don't know what I would do for orange. Orange, you are an issue to me. Oh, but the blue, not my fave. And I'm not really sure what to do to make it better. I've gone in with several different blues, and it just isn't really... So sometimes when I have trouble, what I do is I actually use my finger, even for mattes. I tap it on, and then I try to just blend it really, really softly. Or on a blending brush. There we go. But it's like, man, the minute that I even start to blend it, you just kind of lose all color payoff. I don't know. I guess that looks a little bit better. We're going to keep going though, so nobody judge me. I'm literally at this point just trying to do the best that I can because I feel like this is not my greatest look. So we'll do a quick little zoomy zoom here. Here's what we've got. I'm hoping that somehow magically on camera it just looks better than it's looking to me in person. But, okay. So we have green left. I'm not sure how green is going to go. Again, like I don't have the color that I want. But the shimmer that I'm putting on the green is so pretty, and that I have used 100 times. So I at least know that that will indeed work. Okay, so the green went like maybe a tiny bit better. I think I am going to go back in though on my finger. And you know, this could also be because I don't have eyeshadow primer, so it's probably just totally my lack of being good at doing stuff. But I am excited to go into this palette. This is a palette I got for Christmas that I have not used on camera yet, I don't believe. So this is the Aurora Lights palette from BH Cosmetics, and it's so beautiful. These are all metallics, all shimmers. So we're going to go into this glowing right here. And I have used these before. I absolutely love these. I've actually used quite a bit of these. And then I am actually going to take, just because I like the way that this formula lays, I feel like it stays really nice. I'm actually going to take their 24 karat gold color right here and just go over the other side, because I just feel like a lot of that didn't actually stay looking as pretty as I had hoped. Okay, so the top of the eyes is relatively finished. Okay, so I'm going to take the shadow off the bottom of this eye. Here's what we're working with so far. Okay, so it is time to jump into the rest of the face. So I'm going to fill in my pores with this fabulous face primer from Ulta. Again, nothing special, nothing great, but it fills in my pores. No one is probably going to know what I'm talking about, but if you're someone who stays up with like the beauty community, and like maybe you also kind of keep up to date with drama because it just keeps coming on your YouTube dashboard, and well, I mean, if I keep seeing it, then I want to see what it's about kind of thing, you know, that's me. What do you guys think about this Jaclyn Hill lipstick thing? Like, I'm not gonna lie, Jaclyn Hill has been one of my favorites for a really long time. I've been watching her for a really, really long time. Like, most of the time that she's been on YouTube, I've been watching her. And I've always, throughout everything, I've always said, you know, it's not Jaclyn's fault. Like, I really don't think she's a shady person. Like, I just really believe that she's a good person. Until this lipstick thing, man. And now I'm really questioning, like, okay, hold on. I'm using the Becca Backlight Primer Filter, and I'm going to focus that on the outside of my face, places, you know, where I would want to shine. But, I don't know. This is just like... It's two things. So, just the fact that every time she has a product or has a launch or anything like that, something always goes catastrophically just wrong. And a lot of the times it's stuff that seems like, you know, she didn't check her products out, she like didn't check out anything about them, or she'd say like she had like an intricate hand in creating a formula when she didn't, and it came out and the formula was not so great. If you remember when all of that kind of went down with, what was that brand? Oh, Becca Cosmetics, which I have the highlighter that they made, and it's one of my favorite highlighters of all time. But then if you remember, they came out with like an eyeshadow palette, and like I think it was like a maybe highlighting palette or something. I don't know. Something else came out with them. And they ended up pulling the entire eyeshadow palette, okay? So, like, that one was easy to be like, okay, well, she obviously hyped up how much she actually did, but it's not her fault, da-da-da-da. Okay, gonna do something a little different today. Instead of a Erase Paste, I'm going in with the Photo Focus Concealer in Light Ivory. But anyways, that one was easy to be like, okay, well, she obviously probably didn't test out the products like she should have, or, you know, maybe she didn't know as much about it as maybe she should have, but whatever. I feel like that was, like, forgivable, right? So, okay, that happened. And then she released her first palette with Morphe, and I don't remember there being any, like, big scandal with that one, so that was successful. I still really wish I had that palette. If I had that palette, I probably would have had more of the colors that I wanted today. But then there was this whole thing with the Vault collection that she came out with. Like I said, I've been a fan a while. I remember all of this. And at the Vault, when that happened, I was kind of like, okay. I don't have any Morphe products to really compare, so I don't know what their formula is like. I hear a lot of conflicting things. So the whole thing with the Vault happened, and I don't know, it just seems like with the escalating things that keep happening, and now this lipstick brand, like the lipsticks are obviously contaminated, even though she keeps saying they're not contaminated. Like, they're obviously contaminated. People are finding hairs in them. I literally just watched a YouTuber, I forget her name. I watch her all the time even though I don't know her name. And I watched her review them, and she started out really, like, wanting to praise Jaclyn, like, and wanting to, like, kind of debunk this stuff and say that everyone was making a bigger deal out of it, that it needed to be made. But by the end of the video, like, you can tell, like, she's kind of disgusted. She found, like, a legitimate animal hair in hers. And I guess we don't know for sure that it was an animal hair. She didn't, like, have it tested or anything. But it looked like an animal hair. And if she found one in her lipstick that there's probably more. Okay, so I'm going to go into a foundation that I haven't used for a while, so I hope I don't end up regretting this in the end, but you know, whatever. I'm going to use the Tarte Amazonian Clay BB Tinted Moisturizer, and this is in Light. This looks like it might be a little bit too yellow for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to mix in the e.l.f. Tinted Moisturizer, and this is in Ivory. That looks like a way closer shade match, but I don't like that foundation as much. So I'm just going to kind of mix these together. So yeah, I don't know. I've just spent forever talking about this. I'm like, you might not even know what I'm talking about, but I don't know, man. I really want to believe that she's a good person because I've been following her for so long and I really like her, you know, on camera and what she puts out. Even though, you know, that doesn't mean that you know anything about a person's real life, but I don't know. I just really don't want to believe that she's like trying to like scam people or like, I don't know what I think. I just feel like maybe it's just not doing enough. Like maybe she isn't there checking stuff like she should be. There's a lot of people that think the lipsticks too are like old. I don't know if I think she would do that or not. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking about random beauty drama. Yeah, I don't know if you have any comments, leave those below because I am just interested to see what happens with this. I can't imagine how devastating it would be to finally launch your own makeup line and then this big of a catastrophe happens. Like, that is what nightmares are made of right there. Okay, so these are actually layering really, really nicely, so I'm going to try to put a little more on my cheeks. My cheeks are a little bit red always, and that's just kind of my life. So I'm always trying to put a little extra product there, and a lot of times it doesn't help at all. A lot of times I end up just making it too thick, and then it just stands out even more. And I'm going to put a little bit more kind of down here on my neck. Like I said in the last video, if you watched the last video, I take my foundation all the way down. I never ever want to have any kind of mark. So I put a little bit of the Maybelline Dark Circle Eraser. I have it in Fair. Put that underneath my eyes and on my chin, on my nose, on my forehead. And I feel like it brightened it a little bit more. So I am going to set my under eyes. And I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Coverall Pressed Powder in Fair. And I do like the little sponge it comes with, so I just use that. Looking a little bit crazy. I don't really bake. I put it on like I'm going to bake, but I always just go right back and brush it right off. Because, I don't know if it's because I'm so fair or what the deal is, but if I leave it on for too long, then it looks like just really stark white, and it'll look like I didn't brush anything off. So, I don't know. I haven't used this in front of these lights very much, so hopefully it doesn't look too crazy. In person, it looks really nice. I'm going to set the rest of the face with that same Laura Geller powder from the last video. I keep saying that, and a lot of you probably didn't watch the last video. I apologize. But to me, it feels redundant because I'm like, oh, I'm just using the same stuff I always use. And it gives my face just like a little hint of color. Okay, I'm looking a little Casper-y up in here. So we're going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit, and I am going to use the cooler toned bronzer. I'm just going to use like a big fluffy brush. And then I'm going to contour with that neutral shade that is in there. And I do use throughout my makeup routine, I use this same kind of big fluffy brush that I used to put on that foundation, or to put on top of my foundation. I use this to blend everything else out too. I feel like if you use the same brush that you put the product on with, you still have a lot of residual product a lot of the time. So then you're kind of just piling more on, whereas I like to stop and be able to just cleanly blend things. So I have a new blush that I'm obsessed with, so that we're going to be using that today. This is a NYX Ombre blush in Nude to Me, and this is such a pretty blush. It's very shimmery and it's like very bronzy and pretty. It's so pretty for the summertime. I've been wearing it like literally every day. I'm obsessed. And I do put my blush on my forehead and on my nose. It is something that I just started doing, especially in the summertime. I just think it's like cute and you look, I don't know, cute and sun-kissed. This is kind of a strong blush, so I do go in and really blend it good. Don't I just look like I got off like a beach somewhere or something? Like, I like it so much. Okay, so I'm going to go into the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit in Sun Dipped. This was gifted to me at a Secret Santa. I don't know why I always tell you guys how I got stuff, like you don't care. But this was gifted to me at a Secret Santa for work a couple years ago, which was amazing. And I'm going to use the Summer shade down here, this kind of like yellowy pretty color. And then again, I'm going to use my beauty blender and just kind of tap that over it, my dampened beauty blender. If you ever really want to meld your highlighter in, you can take a dampened beauty blender right into a highlighter and press it on. That looks freaking beautiful too. Really happy with that combination of foundations I used. I should probably use those more because I'm liking how this looks. I feel like my skin looks really soft and glowy and pretty and not super heavy makeup-y, and I've honestly put on quite a bit of makeup at this point, honestly. So I'm going to gel my eyebrows now. Like I said, they are already done, but I'm going to brush through them real quick. And I just got this NYX Tinted Brow Mascara. And mine is in brunette, I believe. No, it's an espresso. A couple of things. I really kind of wish that they had a darker brown that wasn't black that I could have got, because this really is really light for my hair. I don't know how well you can see that, but it's really light for my hair. Second of all, they used a really big wand for this, and like the product is good, but I really wish that they would have used a smaller wand, more like the Benefit brow, I forget what it's called, but like the brow set that they have has a really little wand. That being said, the product itself is really pretty good. I like it a lot. I've been using it for like a week now probably. Alright, brows are on, so it's time to go back in and do the underneath of my eyes. So I'm going to repeat the exact same process that I did on the top of my lids to the bottom of my lids. So I'm going to just speed up this entire section. I'm not going to like stop and talk or anything. So, if you know me, you know I'm about to do a winged eyeliner. I'm about to hate myself for doing it because I really don't love doing eyeliner. eyeliner's on. May not be perfect, but it's there. I put some black eyeshadow over top of it. And now I'm going to put a light coat of mascara on my eyelashes so that we can put on false lashes. So we're going to put on some lashes, and I'm going to actually film it this time. So I got a book of lashes a while back. As you can see, there's only 3 still on here. But these are our Dell Faux Mink lashes, and we are using the 813s today. I am using the Tarteist Pro Tarte Eyelash Glue. They are on. Whew. I always feel like the look is just so much more complete once the lashes are on though. Does anyone else ever feel like that? Or am I just the only one that still wears lashes? I got really into lashes with my best friend and she doesn't wear them anymore. But I'm just obsessed. I always feel like even if I pile mascara on, like my lashes just don't look as good. And like I have really nice lashes. It's just that, like how these look. They look dense but soft, you know. It's not like lashes covered in anything. So I'm going to do the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara on my bottom lashes real quick. It's time to do lips. I honestly kind of want to do something fun. Like, we've already gone this far. Like, I have the Anastasia lip kit here, and we could literally do any color. Like, we could do rainbow lips if we wanted to. But I'm thinking like this blue, because like both of those colors are so pretty. For some reason, I'm really gravitating towards doing blue lips though. So I'm going to go ahead and start putting on blue lipstick. And then I guess if I hate it, we'll just like not do blue and we'll do something else. This was the best decision I made for this whole makeup look, you guys. Like, honestly, I'm probably going to wear this blue lipstick more. I am really digging it. I think this is a look. Okay, so I'm going to take my bandana off, take my hair down, see what we're dealing with. I have no idea what my hair looks like underneath this, honestly. Okay, and we're back. What do you guys think? I'm kind of just leaving the lion's mane curly and crazy with this little baby bun. It's a good thing you guys can't see the back of my hair though, because I swear 99.9% of the time front of the hair looks great, back of the hair is just, I don't know what's happening back there. But this is our look. I'm actually really a lot happier with it than I thought I was. The eyes are still not quite what I wanted, but I feel like you get the idea. It's just a little more blended. Whereas, again, I'll show you the picture. That was my inspiration real quick. I like how hers is bright and like more like blocks, but I think I am going to probably try this look a few more times and try to get it exactly how I want it. But what I learned from this is I really love this like 2 different colors on the different eyes thing. I love that, and I think I'm going to try to incorporate that more into my own life. And I love this blue lipstick. Alright, so that's all I have for you today. I hope that this was enjoyable to watch. I hope you guys had a good time. I had a really good time creating this. I'm going to go take 100,000,000 pictures of it. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for supporting me as always, and I love you. Mwah!